Hello and welcome back to the channel, lords and ladies. It's episode 31 of Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm your host, the Godless Gamer. We've got quite a doozy of an episode ahead of us. It's going to be very interesting in the beginning here, and I want to jump into it because I have a little bit of splaining to do, and that is with some conquest and some stuff that I realized in between the episodes. So my realm management was quite interesting. I have to make a very big decision, and it's gonna be kind of out of left field here, but I need to do it, and quickly I will explain. I have a vassal here, the Duke of Lutetia, who has been messing around in Denmark. He's been taking pieces of it, and I was just checking him out and looking at his stuff, and look at this. He has a claim on the Kingdom of Denmark. He has an unpressed claim on the Kingdom of Denmark, which isn't good because if he presses this claim and he fights Denmark and wins, he will become the King of Denmark, and this Duchy of Lutetia, which is a part of my West Slavia Empire title, I will lose it. It will become part of Denmark. So this isn't something that I want to happen. We don't want him to press this claim on the Kingdom of Denmark. So what we're going to do is press it ourselves. Why? Because we can. We have a Holy War Casus Belli against Denmark. They are heretics. And I haven't declared a holy war in a long time, so it's about time we do it, or it's about time we declare a war. We're going to get a nice big land grab. Unfortunately, it's not a part of our West Slavia title, so it won't help us progress that. But at least we're going to get a nice big land grab. We're going to control the entrance into the Baltic, which is pretty cool. And I just want this to prevent my Duke from fighting Denmark, becoming the king, and then me losing this duchy, and then me having to reconquer it again. I don't want to have to do that. So I'm preempting this by just grabbing Denmark. We're going to declare a holy war, Casus Belli, against the Kingdom of Denmark. They have one ally. It's a really pathetic one, so I'm not concerned there. We can win easily. I'm going to have the ability to call in a holy order because this is going to be a holy war. So I'll have the soldiers for it. It should be an easy win. It might take a little bit, but I'm going to do it. Enough of me talking. We're just going to do it. Apparently, my holy order, the ones that I'm the patron of, here we go. Hired by King Lulp, but as patron, you can request them despite that. They are arguably one of the most powerful holy orders here. I definitely want them. I'm their patron, damn it. So we're just gonna hire them. I can only hire one, and I'm glad. I probably could have gotten the Knights Templar, but this is my holy order. So they're gonna fight for me. And let's see how fast we can win this. We're going to have a lot going on. I need to keep an eye on my steward. I need to move my steward around. We need to pay attention to our family. I'm teaching my kids languages. So many things are going to happen. So I'm preparing myself to get a little ambushed. It's rare enough for me to have some time alone in Prague, but it does happen. Relatively alone, that is. My minders are within earshot, but far enough away to give me a little space as I ride through my lands. For a time, I stop beside a lake, a secluded spot. I don't think I've ridden here before. It's peaceful. The waters clearly run deep, though slight whirls and eddies on the surface suggest they drain towards something larger nearby. Perhaps I'll happen back here soon. Okay. Very random, but okay. Freddy, why are you... You should be focusing on war right now. Since the entire Kingdom of Denmark basically is the war target, we're just gonna jump on the capital immediately and then just go from there. And we're finally finishing our romance scheme with our wife. When Queen Constance suggested a hunt, I did not hesitate to organize one. I would do anything for a mere glimpse of my beauty. I'm stalking through the underbrush, my page at my heel, and my hound just ahead. It seems as if it has found a trail. Then suddenly my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. I am coming for you, my love. What is attacking her? Within what must have been a minute, but felt like an hour, I reach a clearing. Constance is on the ground before me, disheveled and weaponless. Opposite her, just about to strike, stands a huge stag. My arrow strikes true, and the beast falls to the ground. For a moment, all Constance can do is stare, but then she stumbles towards me and throws herself into my arms. So we're about to get it on. We're soulmates now. Maybe she'll get pregnant, and we'll have some more kids. Here we go. Here come the kids. Constantly teaching them languages. He can learn 2 more. I'll teach him Italian. There we go. She's pregnant. We want a daughter now. I've had 2 sons. I want a daughter now. Daughters can give me alliances and stuff. I would really like a daughter. Please. Please. I've got my realm priest fabricating this claim against Skane because this duchy, I'm going to have basically all the pieces of it once we're done fighting Denmark. I'm going to have this piece. I'm going to have this island. We already have this piece. We would just need this last piece to finish this duchy of Skane. And I figured I might as well fabricate a claim against Sweden because they're very weak and they don't have very many alliances. So they're pretty weak. So we can finish this duchy. I don't want my realm to look ugly. If we just left this alone, it would just look ugly. And I would really prefer to have complete things. Like, have a complete puzzle piece as opposed to just pieces of it. You know what I mean? I want to have everything. So we're fabricating a claim against Sweden. And we're going to take Skane, too. At least that's the plan. I'm thinking several steps ahead. I can't help but just be prepared for things. We're going to have a lot to give away when this war ends, but we will deal with it when it happens. My Vassar Mayor Loophole has been wounded. He got hurt in battle. He gained severely injured. My court jester just died. That's not good. We need jesters at all times. All of these people with at least average aptitude would hate me if I gave them the job, so I'm kind of stuck with somebody who's poor. Okay, so here's our first event, deciding one of our son's traits. I have plans for Eddie, so I'm really hoping we get a good trade here. My son Eddie has just finished a lesson held by Betty. On the management of the treasury and the gold therein, Edward seems to have taken the lesson to heart with a reinforced sense of justice. He wants to be just, right? Yeah. He's constantly talking about how everyone from the highest king to the lowest neighbor plays their part in the economy of the realm. So he wants to be just, that's fine. So my plan is to try to get him to take the vows. We're going to wait until he's 16, and then he loses this rowdy trait, because this gets in the way of taking the vows. So once this goes away, we'll see what our chances are. I also have a hook on him, so that'll help too. Because of me, he's my primary heir. He suffers minus 150, and because of this rowdy. So I'm hoping once rowdy goes away, the chances will be pretty good. And we're going to see if Eddie will take the vows. And I won't have to disinherit him. Because I might have a son on the way. If I have a third son, I'm going to have to start taking care of them. And this is a good way to just be on top of my line of succession as soon as possible. If I can get Eddie to take the vows, I'm going to try it. I might as well try it. To the implacable king of Bohemia, I propose a betrothal between my son and my niece. The king of Lithuania wants to marry my niece to his son. Is this his heir? This is his heir. How's he feeling? He's feeling fine, but he has cancer. So maybe this kid will be the king of Lithuania soon. And even though this marriage itself is not giving me an alliance, maybe once my niece becomes the queen of Lithuania, I might be able to negotiate an alliance with them. So I am totally down for this. He has cancer. He's probably gonna die. So sure, I'll do it. We can get an alliance with Lithuania. That would be pretty good. And we can stop relying on Italy so much. I just gained 500 piety? Thank you. I just had another son. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, Constance, you've been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have another perfect little son. I highly doubt he's going to be able to live up to his older brother. There's a chance, but I doubt it. Let's see. He didn't. So he's definitely not going to be the heir. We need a Theodore. We got an Eddie, we got a Freddie, and now we got a Teddy. 3 brothers. I think it might be wise for me to think about embracing celibacy. Because with my luck, we're going to have 4. If I'll let my wife get pregnant one more time. If she has a daughter, good. We'll embrace celibacy then. Or we'll just embrace celibacy no matter what we have next. If we have a son next, I'm done. 4 sons is enough for me. But I won't embrace celibacy yet because I still want a daughter. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my son Freddie what he thought. Why are you bringing your 9-year-old to executions? He claimed he had learned a lesson about not reaching for more than one can handle. He wants to be temperate, which is dope. We have 2 good choices. We have just and temperate, but since temperate isn't going to give me any stress, he's going to be temperate. Yes. That's more stewardship. Yes. And it's virtuous. So this will prevent him. Oh my god, this is another thing. This is another thing to think ahead about. If he becomes an adult and I'm still alive, temperate will help him while the AI is in control of him, and he'll be less likely to become a drunkard or something. So I love temperate. Yes. Yes, it doesn't give him any more stress gain or anything. I love temperate so much, especially because it's virtuous. That's just the cherry on top. The pageantry of court continues day after day from dawn to dusk. Epimachos extemporizes on my greatness, spouting platitudes and praises. Nearby, Duke Taz joins in, playing to the crowd, grinning stupidly and expecting a sign of my favor for his antics. A deep, insistent desire to retire to the solace of my chambers and lock the door slowly builds, gnawing at my mind and distracting my attention. A lone bead of sweat trickles interminably down my brow. Epimachos notices my distance, inquiring, "Are you all right, my lord?" with genuine concern. No, apparently I'm having a panic attack or something. Yeah, because I'm taking stress. I'm taking a whole bunch. I don't know why the game would expect me to do either of these as opposed to this one. Of course I'm going to do this one. Freddy, what just happened? I guess I just wanted to get out of the conversation and I just didn't want to be involved. We've got a scheme going on. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at a local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. So there's a scheme going on. I'm already on disrupt schemes. Both of my unemployed powerful vassals would be horrible marshals. So we're going to give it to somebody else. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I hope they're not scheming against me. I'm just going to deal with this faction very quickly. The easiest way I know. Just bribe them. Say goodbye to that Liberty faction. We need a new spy master now. Luckily, I actually have a good one. We're doing okay on stress. We're about to get our next learning lifestyle perk. We're almost to the next level of splendor. We're getting towards our next dynasty legacy, so we're on the brink of getting a lot of things. We might actually be getting out of the learning lifestyle after this one. I take that back. We need one more. We're getting Know Thyself, and then Pedagogy, and then we're good. No, thank you. Let me look at him again. He just looked very old, and I was like, he's probably gonna die by the time before he even finishes this. He's 76, and apparently he's feeling fine, but the furniture in my court is some of the worst stuff I have, so how much is it gonna cost me? 50. Not worth it. It's probably just gonna be another green, another masterwork. I won't inspire it. Or I won't sponsor it. No thanks. So we got our claim against Sweden. Another thing I want to do is get a claim fabricated against one of my vassals. The Duke of Lutetia has this holding. He has this piece of this duchy. And I want to be able to give this entire duchy, the Duchy of Skane, I want to give this to somebody brand new. I don't want the Duke of Lutetia to have a piece of this. It'll also give me the benefit of limiting his power a little bit. I'll be taking something away from him. So I'm actually going to have my Realm Priest fabricate a claim against this. It's going to take him a while. He's going to be busy. And then I'm going to revoke this title from him. He's got his fingers in a whole bunch of duchies. He has the Duchy of Lutetia. He has a piece of this other duchy. The Duchy of Sajaland. And then he has a piece of Skane. I could probably fabricate a claim and take this from him as well, but we're going to start with this one. I'll deal with this one later, maybe. He's one of my most powerful vassals. The Duchy of Polania is pretty strong, too. They have a lot of land. Everybody else has kind of stayed within the confines of their duchies. He's the one that's kind of been reaching. 99%. We're up to 99%, and we have to get this last 1%. One of my prisoners escaped. We just finished our fascination. Let's choose our next one. We're finally all done in the tribal era. We got the last one. Since we have the High Medieval era available, I might just want to grab one. I thought about this a little bit. It might benefit us to be able to upgrade our castles. It's only going to take 17 years. That's not that long. In 17 years, we'll be able to upgrade all of our castles, which will benefit us in so many ways. And since we get this out of the way early, as soon as we drop the other ones, the other innovations for the other kinds of buildings, like economic buildings and military buildings, as soon as those drop, we'll already have built the castles, so then we can upgrade them immediately. We'll be a little ahead of it. She's pregnant again. Watch, I'm gonna get a son number 4. We're gonna have 4 sons. Once Eddie comes of age, I'm gonna have to become Teddy's guardian. Okay. So let's get to the business of giving all of this away. We just took a whole bunch. So let's get started. I'll try to get through it as quickly as I can. It's going to be easy because I don't intend on holding any of the land. I don't want any of this, so we're giving everything away. There's nothing really valuable here. I'll double check. Let's check the economy. Let's see what kind of special buildings are here. There's a wall here. And there's a cathedral in Skane. But none of Denmark, like, proper is valuable to me. There's some farmland here, but that's about it. So we are not keeping any of this. We're giving it all away. We'll start with the complete duchies that I own. Schleswig, I own everything. So we own all the pieces. So let's start here. We'll usurp the duchy title. This is the capital. give these away to Czechs, and this person, since they're going to be the Duke, we're going to find a dynasty member. I'm just thinking about this. He doesn't have any prior inheritances. He's not landed. Neither is his father. I guess I could just technically land his father instead of his son. But if they have more children, if I land the dad, I'm not going to have any access to his children. And I could just land each of his children individually, but if I land the dad, I'm not going to be able to land each child. So maybe I should just land the son. I'm just going to do that. We're just going to land the son. He's in my dynasty. He's really good. I like his personality and everything. Hopefully his wife gets freed. Let's hope that happens. But he's got really good stewardship. He should run his duchy well. So that takes care of one. Let's do this one now. Duchy of Jylland. Jylland. Let's see if we have any more. We have another nephew here. I could give land away to my brother. He didn't have an heir. He didn't have a son. I would feel comfortable landing him if he had a son, because he's on the older side, and if he dies, it's going to go to his daughter. And he's not going to have any more children. His wife is too old. He's younger. He still has time to have children. I'm going to land my nephew instead. My brother's still an option. My brother's still on the table. But I really wish he would have gotten his line of succession in order. I know he has that single daughter, but still. Goodbye, Jylland. So just 4 more. Alright, so Jylland, we are missing that one piece, but we have the duchy capital at least. Not sure if I'm going to have much more, or many more family members to give away things to. Unless I want to choose children, and I don't want to do that. Okay. Alright, my brother Teddy, he can be a duke. And we'll try to get this land for him. We'll try to get this land for my other duke and give it to my brother. He was my seneschal, and I need to replace that, but we'll do it. Let's give him the duchy title first. Or maybe he himself will just fight this guy. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll help him along. I will still try to fabricate this claim. So these two are easy. We're just going to give these two... double check. Yep, we don't own the duchy capital yet, so we can just give these away for now. We'll revoke this title. We'll fight Sweden take this last piece, and then we'll have the complete Duchy of Skane. We'll give this away to somebody, and that should be good. That's all of that managed. So we just got a really big, a not insignificant land grab. So let's hold court. We just had a successful war. We just gave everything away. Nice and organized, at least in my opinion, so let's listen to grovelers. Duke Taz approaches me with a straighter posture than usual and visibly eager about what he has to say. My friend, the people in your realm need the occasional joyous gathering where they can forget their stresses. I would gladly finance a feast, even if held under your name, and it's for the good of Bohemia. Though I would duly expect a favor in recompense. Perhaps we can arrange something more agreeable. I can get the same result. I can get the really good result without him getting a hook on me. But he gives me 200 gold, whereas this one I don't get paid. But he doesn't get a hook on me. Diplomacy challenge. She's gonna give me a fourth son, I know it. I just know it. She's got another boy kicking around in there, so it's up to 80%. And it succeeded. Well done. The woman who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. You could smell her from a mile away. My lord, she begins her speech, I represent the local community of Prague. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All had been dug up and left no trace. At first we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician Flora was caught red-handed, hauling the dead away for her experiments. Please put a stop to this blasphemy. So my policy about physicians doing this, stealing bodies, the first time they get caught, I just give them a slap on the wrist. The next time, we're going to imprison her or do whatever we have to do. Everybody gets one. So just cut it off. If I catch you doing it again, we're going to have problems. Two of my vassals are pushing one another and jostling to reach my throne first. Hey, easy boys, easy. Everybody gets a piece of Freddy. Just calm down. Duke Spitinev bows before me. My lord, murder is wanton in the streets throughout the kingdom of Bohemia. It would be civilizing if we instituted a ban on townspeople bearing arms, at least within city limits. Duke Dalamil kicks him out of the way. Safety is each man's learning to protect himself. Banning carry of weaponry will castrate the townspeople. Since I'm an American, my heart tells me open carry. Second Amendment, baby. But I'm gonna let them solve it themselves. And there's a 60% chance that the guy I'm rooting for will win, so there's a 60% chance of an open carry permit. Is he truly an American? Let's see. A weapons ban is instituted throughout your city, so he lost. Damn. I mean, I don't really care, whatever, but I guess he wasn't American enough. He didn't win. Shit. Son number 4, here he comes. How many more months? We still got some time. We got 7 months, but we're gonna find out eventually. He's coming. Let's deal with these prisoners that I've got. I forgot about them. I have no court tutor, that's right. And didn't I lose somebody else as well? I lost my seneschal, that's right. So, court tutor, that's easy. Whoever's qualified. I have this courtier not achieving anything. She needs to get married, too. I'll deal with that as well. She's a genius, so I want... better kids. Or I want more children. I'm gonna do a matrilineal marriage to bring this person in, which kind of sucks because their children will be of her culture. I'm just gonna have to remember to educate the children and make sure to convert them to my culture. Let's bring in this Herculean guy. What's his prowess? 17? Not bad. He'll be a good knight. Let's get this seneschal position filled. Let's get it filled until my sons come of age, because that's usually a job that I give to one of my sons, like seneschal or architect or cupbearer or normally those. Court tutor too, if they're pretty good. Just tell these prisoners to get out. All these guys with the funny hats, they're funny little hats. There's quite a few of them, so we're just getting through them quickly. That's everybody. I can negotiate some alliances. Let's check it out. I can negotiate an alliance with my nephew-in-law, the King Charles IV of Burgundy. He's very weak. He's a very weak king if he only has 820 men. His spouse is my niece. He's pathetic. He's the weakest king I've ever seen. He only has a kingdom title and a county title. So he's a king in all, but he's a count. He's a glorified count. That's exactly what he is. I don't see the harm in having it. I could just see him dragging me into a bunch of wars. It's not like he's going to be really helpful. I'll be completely honest. He's allies with Italy, so he's allies with my ally. Why not? Sure. I can negotiate an alliance with my new duke, my bro, and my other duke, my nephew. The alliances were on the table. I might as well have just taken them. Might as well. He's almost an adult. This is the last language that he's going to learn. I'll teach him Greek. Once he loses this rowdy trait, we'll see. My level of splendor just went up. That's cool. Virtuoso performance. My wife Constance is so talented. Her mind as a scholar is truly immense and scarcely rivaled by any other in the realm. Except me. Her grasp of matters philosophical and theological lets her debate on an even keel with the holiest and wisest of religious leaders, and I've yet to see her ever falter when faced with an issue of the mind. Even now, I can hear her down the corridor, holding forth on an obscure subject with all the skill and ease of a master craftswoman with decades of experience. Perhaps I could ask her to give me some tips and tricks. Tips and tricks, yes. Ooh, I can get a learning... This one doesn't give me that. We can have a contest with her, we can challenge her. I'd probably lose. I would probably lose. Or maybe not, 71%. But this one, there's a possibility of me getting +1 to my learning. That would be beautiful. That would be very, very nice. Stress isn't a problem. Let's try to get +1 learning. I'm trying it. Nope. I like taking risks. Especially, I mean, it wasn't really a risk. It's like, there was no downside to that, so... I think it was worth it to permanently increase one of my skills. Count Spitinev has been actively supporting Duke Refill. That's his name? Duke Refill? Can I get a refill? And his Liberty faction. However, my wife has a plan to change that. Trust me, the things I could tell Count Spitinev would make him disavow Refill in an instant. Somebody leaves. Is there a Liberty faction against me? There is. She convinced this guy to lose... She convinced this guy to leave the faction. Make sure Spitting Up never supports refill again. Make sure he never gets a free refill ever again. So that helped me out. Thank you, wife. I'm not swaying anybody or do anything like that, so I'll sway this last guy. We'll take care of that Liberty faction. How long is this going to take? Yeah. Fabricating claims within your realm does take a while. It's one of the longer ones. Oh, we're studying the ancient Jedi texts again. End of the world. Freddy thinks he knows when the world is going to end. We're almost a religious icon, so I wouldn't mind getting some more piety. This choice may lead down a path of zealousness. This one might lead down a path of cynicism. And this one I can just get straight up learning lifestyle, but... wow, I would not mind getting to religious icon. We're almost there. We're almost to living legend, too. Let's do this zealous path. However, my Archbishop urges me to keep it to myself. A reasonable point, Messek. Keep your bad predictions to yourself, Freddy. Don't embarrass yourself. I had a daughter. Thank you. Thank you. So refreshing. Enough of these boys already. I finally have a girl. Let's check her out. Let's see if she's like her brothers. Watch, she's gonna be better than her brothers. She's better than her brothers! Now I wish he was a boy. It's technically the only thing that's better is that she's got the better beauty trait. She's got 2 tier 2s and a tier 3, whereas Freddy has 1 tier 3, 1 tier 2, and 1 tier 1. So she's a little bit more attractive than her brother. So anyway, that's still good. I wanted a daughter, and that's what we got. I'm gonna name her after... My wife has been absolutely amazing. She is giving me absolutely amazing children. She has been one of the best wives ever. I'm gonna name it after her. I'm gonna take out this I, because I don't want to say Constance C. I want to say Constance. There we go. So we're just editing your name a little bit, wife. Because I like my spelling better. Excellent. I've got a daughter. And she's amazing. Now, we haven't had any trouble with inbred children. And we're going to finally embrace celibacy. That is a nice, solid family. 4 children, 3 boys, and a girl. I approve. As the renown of my dynasty grows, familiarity with the glorious Mercury sigil spreads too. My family's emblem is now common knowledge, listed among the great royal families of the region and the highest nobility of the Czechs. As it should be. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my son Freddy what he thought. Hey, what do you think about that? What do you think about that guy getting executed? He responded with the sentence he responded that the sentence was far too harsh. He wants to be just. So now he's just. Temperate and just. Yes. Freddy's turning out well. You know something I forgot to do? He's making me so happy. I want to reward him. Let's give him a crown. He's earned the right to wear the crown. That's his reward for being a just boy, just like Dad. Just like Dad. So he's turning out well. I'm looking forward to ruling as him. What the hell? As I try to do most days, I begin my morning by drinking in the sights and sounds of the world beyond my bedroom window. How vibrant it is. How vibrant it all is out there. How full of light and life. How very perfect creation seems to be. Oh, for just a little more of a bird's eye view. For just a little more... Shit, too far, slipping. Freddy. Freddy, why are you doing these things to me? I have to manage my line of succession. I'm being forced to manage it. I can't wait for him. It takes time to pass in order for me to try to... I have no choices. I have no choice. I have to decide my line of succession now. I might die. I'm doing it the best way I know how. Disinherit. As I'm falling out the window, I'm like shouting, disinherit Freddy, or disinherit Teddy, disinherit Eddie. So there we go. Now my line of succession is secure. I had to do it. I have no choice. I wanted to take care of it in my own way, but my hand is forced here. I might lose my ruler. We might die. We have a prowess challenge. We survived. Oh my god. My hands are in my face right now, and I need to take a breath, guys. Hold on. Oh my. That was intense. That was intense. That forced my hand. So we are going to be suffering the disinheritor penalty. I think it's for 5 years. I think we're going to have to deal with this for 5 years. Well, that takes care of one problem. We don't have to worry about our line of succession anymore. It's managed. Everything is managed. People suffer opinion penalties because of that as well, so everybody suffers here. So, what I'm gonna have to do is host a feast. We're hosting a feast right after Freddy almost gets himself killed being an idiot, almost falling out of a window. He's making me... Oh my god. Freddy, what are you doing to me? Why are you doing this to me? Good thing that we're celibate, because we're about to host a feast. We're gonna celebrate Freddy's survival. No, we're gonna do this to befriend somebody. We need to improve opinions, and we're gonna choose a good guest of honor. Let's befriend our Chancellor. Yes, let's befriend our Chancellor. He's one of my counselors, so that'll be valuable. And let's make the guest of honor somebody else. Let's make it this Duchess, my other powerful vassal, who is kind of low. The rest of these people that are in the yellow, like these mayors and barons and stuff, they'll take care of themselves. I want to focus on my powerful vassals first and foremost. So we're going to do this. Most amount of complexity with the dishes. most amount of courses. Let's do this. I need to calm down. Freddy just worried me for a second. I legit need to calm down. We need to calm down with the feast. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. I seem to have spotted some roast swan. We have a lovely time ahead of us. This will at least get us to the next level of fame, and it will get rid of all the stress that we just took, so... We're getting a bunch of things accomplished with this. The scarred woman and the most bored horse in history. Taking its sweet-ass time. The guests are gathered in the Great Hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. I adjust my clothes. This is not exactly my idea of a perfect evening, but it will have to do. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. So yeah, he's reclusive, so this is not Freddy's comfort zone, but he doesn't have a choice. Just try to kill himself. I did everything I could, ensuring that Velis and Goswin would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for the order to intervene. We don't have to do any of these. We don't have to piss anybody off because we have this diplomacy skill. Halt, we'll talk about this later. Get some prestige. Got a hook on somebody? What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Duke Jimram. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him, so our befriend scheme worked. Or no, we grew closer to becoming friends. Hopefully by the end of the feast, we do become friends. It is such a joy to see my wife, Queen Constance. Once again, we eat, drink, and sing together, as if no time has passed since we parted last. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would still have been one of the greatest feasts I have ever been to. We reinvigorated our friendship. Get a huge health boost. Nice. It's taken much of the evening to get myself close to Duke Jimram without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural, and I want him to think this is spontaneous. The man picks at his food, pushing a few small morsels around a greasy wooden plate. It's all a bit heavy, isn't it? This course, the course before that, the course before that, and... He nervously eyes a servant bringing out the next round of dishes. The next one, too. So much rich food all in a row, when... What we really need is some innovative palate cleanser. Some innovative palate cleanser. Yes. We'll just agree with him and become his friend. There we go. Can we change to somebody else in time? Let's befriend somebody else. Let's try to befriend this no. Let's do somebody else. She's already the honored guest. Let's do this guy. He could use some work. We're probably not going to befriend him. I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on Duchess Zitislava, our esteemed guest of honor. Let's toast her. A toast to her brutal scar. Yeah, we didn't befriend that next guy. Few candles survive after the last of the guests has left. I can hear the pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. So we're all done. Every non-courtly vassal gained some opinion. And every courtly vassal, 7 of them. That's really nice. 35 opinion. I won't lose stress because I'm shy. What? I'm not shy. I'm reclusive, sure, but I'm not shy. If this said reclusive, I wouldn't have a problem, but it says shy, so whatever. Why am I in the woods? Oh, we're traveling. We did lose some stress during that. Just discovered Arch Saddle. Can recruit armored horsemen, so I recruit heavy cavalry. Knights of this culture become eligible for Lancer accolades. Okay. What a marvelous feast that was. With the promised feast to Duke Taz still fresh in the memories of those who attended that day, the attendees to my feast are ecstatically singing my praises. I felt drunk on happiness as people cheered and worshipped at my feet. They groveled at my feet. An additional benefit of keeping my promise to Taz is that all of those who attending are speaking highly of my court. Very nice. Eddie just came of age. Let me see how easy it would have been to convince him to take the vows. Watch. It would have been really easy. See? It would have been guaranteed, but because I was forced to disinherit him, now asking him to take the vows is completely pointless. So, complete waste of time. I would have been able to get him to take the vows, but unfortunately, we couldn't. But on the bright side, at least we can get him married off. And we can land him if we want. That's a possibility. He's somebody that we can land, so that's a bright side. And poor little Teddy had to disinherit him too. So that should have taken care of most of the opinion problems. Except this guy. Send him a poem. We're a poet now, so let's do that. Nope, he hated it. That was 99% chance of him liking it. And of course we get the RNG roll of the 1% that he wouldn't. Incredible. Incredible. I am swaying him. He's the one I'm swaying as well, right? Yeah. Ecstatic peasantry. The peasants of County of Joe Schmo are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful. The roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortune and have sent a delegation carrying gifts. I don't want this dread. I don't need the money. We can reinvest it into the county of Joe Schmo. Get some more development growth for 10 years. Let's do that instead. I don't need the money. So my son can get married. I might take care of that between the episodes. I think I'm going to do that. That way I have some time and I don't kind of like feel rushed because we are about to hit the end here. And we have plenty of time to get him married, so I'll take a look at some people between the episodes. And now we can finally jump into diplomacy. My vassal Duke Refill had an extramarital affair with his lover Countess Judita. She wanted a refill. She wanted several refills. And she was pregnant too, so now she's gonna have his child. Look at this. Great Moravia just broke up. Or no, the peace of Vistulania. You know what, guys? We're gonna end the episode by doing this. I don't care that we're gonna go. I don't care that we're over an hour. We're gonna declare 3 simultaneous wars because we can, and we're gonna finish Vistulania. We're gonna finish it. I have to jump on these before somebody else grabs them, so we never have to fight Great Moravia again. Very nice. I'll do it. I like when things like this happen. When realms break up. It doesn't happen often enough, in my opinion, but it just happened, so we're jumping on it. And luckily, we have all the claims that we need. They're all going to stand on each one of their capitals, so we're just going to topple these dominoes one by one. My vassal count Slavic has been wounded. Okay. He was injured at sea, apparently, because it looked like he was on a boat right there. Somebody's sending me a gift? My friend? Thank you. I reject your charity. No, of course I'll take it. Duke Jimram the Strong. Thank you. He saw that I declared all these wars, and he wanted to help pay for it. Count Dietrich has accused my vassal Count Spitanev of having had an extramarital affair. So this little kid accused this guy of having an affair with her. Opinions need work, so we're not gonna call them out. These accusations are not but malice and lies. Well, we need some opinion help, so I think we're only suffering. I don't know where it says the disinheritor thing. Where do we see that? Where it tells us how long we have left. I think it's like 5 years. So we're going to replace that other seneschal with Eddie here. Paranel is going to lose a little bit of opinion of me, but we'll take care of it. I can give her 50 gold. That's pretty cheap. We'll get her back up. I'll speed 5 it. We can get through this quickly. Oops, no, we'll just go here. Somebody's demanding an artifact. Hopefully it's something I'm not using. I don't think it is. Mighty Stag Hide. Yeah, I'm not using that. I just wanted to confirm and just to make sure. I don't want to make some stupid mistake where I'll give it to him. That's fine. The King of Great Moravia. We could start working on his opinion because we're not going to be fighting him anymore. So let's work on it. Let's try not to be enemies anymore. Now that we've taken everything that we need from him, now we could be friends. Now that Freddy owns everything that he wants, now we can start getting along. So, excellent way to wrap it up. That happening, I had to jump on it. I couldn't help it. I had to get those three. So this is opening my eyes to something that I'm realizing. We've given away every single piece of Vistulania except Krakow. So I'm gonna have to start thinking about giving away Krakow soon. I guess I don't have to, technically. But it's something to keep in mind. I'm gonna eventually have to create this duchy. So that's everything. One more conquest. Just one more. Just this little piece. Lobdeburg. This is the last piece of West Slavia that we need. And we've got it all. So this is going to be something I'm going to want to jump on probably as early as possible in the next one. East Francia still has this alliance with Lithuania. But we married his heir to our to our niece. So hopefully, let's see the King of Lithuania's health. He's still feeling fine, but he still has cancer. So maybe once he dies, East Francia's alliance with them will go away. It's negotiated. It's a negotiated alliance. So once the King of Lithuania dies, they're gonna have to renegotiate it somehow. So maybe we can just wait for Lithuania, the ruler of Lithuania, to die. I don't know. I have a lot of things to think about. I'm not going to think about them all now because I am trying to wrap this up. We are ending it here. Got a lot of things done. A lot of good things happened. A lot of scary things happened. A lot of scary things that almost gave me a heart attack. Freddy almost killed himself by jumping out of a window like a moron, but we saved him. He's alive. Things are okay. We got a whole bunch of land. So many good things happened, guys. So I like how this episode went. If you guys did too, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the video. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Just give me all your comments, all your advice. Give me feedback. Let me hear from you guys because I love just interacting with you guys. So comment, hit that like button, and if you would like to become a sub to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Become an awesome lord or lady. And hopefully I will see you in the next one, episode 32. We'll be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.